My mother called me selfish for moving out at 23 after making me her unpaid labor since I was 16. Now she's demanding I come back because apparently the house is falling apart without me. Here's what my typical day looked like living at home. Wake up at 5:30 to prep breakfast for my two younger brothers, Kyle and Justin. Pack their lunches while mom scrolled through Facebook in bed. Drive them to school because mom said the early morning sun gave her migraines. Come home from my accounting job at 6 p.m. to find dishes piled in the sink, laundry overflowing, and mom asking what's for dinner. I'd cook, clean, help with homework, and collapse into bed around midnight. Rinse and repeat. When I announced I was leaving, mom laughed. "You'll be back in a month. You can't even kill a spider without screaming." The call started 3 days after I moved out. First, it was Kyle. "Sierra, mom forgot to sign my permission slip and now I can't go on the field trip." Then Justin. "There's no food in the house except frozen pizzas." Then mom herself. Casual at first. "The washing machine is making a weird noise. You always knew how to fix it." By week 2, the calls got desperate. Mom claimed the electricity bill was wrong because it had tripled. I explained that's because I'd been turning off lights, unplugging appliances, and actually using the programmable thermostat. She didn't even know we had a programmable thermostat. Week 3 brought the real revelations. Mom called crying because Kyle had missed 4 soccer practices. She didn't realize I'd been driving him every Tuesday and Thursday while she attended her book club. Justin was failing math because nobody was checking his homework. The part-time tutor I'd been paying for out of my own salary, mom thought the school provided that for free. But here's where things got interesting. My dad called me separately, which he never does. "Sierra, did you know your mother hired a housekeeper? Rosa comes 3 times a week now. Costs us $400. I nearly dropped my phone. Mom had always insisted we couldn't afford help. That family takes care of family. Turns out she just preferred free labor. The real shock came when my Aunt Beth visited them last weekend. She called me afterward, concerned. "Your mother was bragging about how she finally had time for her pottery class and yoga, now that she hired help. She actually said, 'I should have kicked Sierra out years ago if I knew housekeepers were this affordable.' Yesterday changed everything. Mom showed up at my apartment unannounced, which required her to drive somewhere herself for the first time in months. She looked exhausted. Rosa had quit after mom criticized her folding technique one too many times. The second housekeeper lasted 3 days. The third one refused to cook dinner, saying that wasn't in her job description. 'I'll pay your rent,' mom said, standing in my doorway. $600 a month. Just come home for dinners and weekends." I almost felt bad until she added, "Kyle has a tournament coming up and someone needs to organize the team snacks. And Justin's teacher wants a parent conference, but I already scheduled a spa day." Then she let something slip that made everything clear. "Besides, your dad's been asking questions about the household budget now that we're paying for help. I told him we never needed it before, so why now? He's starting to wonder what I do all day." That's when I understood. It wasn't about missing me. Dad was finally seeing what I'd been doing all those years. The thousands of dollars in unpaid labor, the sacrificed social life, the exhaustion I'd hidden behind being a good daughter. Mom's still texting me meal prep videos, asking if they looked too complicated. Kyle called last night saying mom packed him a tuna sandwich even though he's allergic to fish. I had to remind her of his allergy. Again. Dad started a spreadsheet. He showed it to me when I stopped by to grab my winter clothes. 3 columns. Services Sierra provided, current cost, and monthly total. He hasn't said anything to mom yet, but he did transfer money to my account with a note for the tutoring and everything else. Mom's pottery class started this week. She didn't go.